So today I'm going to go over our math homework. On Mondays, I will go over Monday's homework so that way you have an example of how to continue to do the homework for the rest of the week. So on number 1, we have equations. Our main goal for equations is always to isolate the variable. We always want to get the variable by itself. And the way we get the variable by itself is always by getting rid of the constant first. The constant here is 3. So our first step in two-step equations is always to add or subtract first. So here we're going to subtract 3 to both sides. We have to ask ourselves, do we have opposites? Are 3's opposites so we can cross them out? Bring down your AP, bring down your equal sign, and focus on that side. 67 minus 3 gives us 64. P is still not by itself, so we have to get rid of the 8. We get rid of the 8 by doing its opposites. Since 8 and P are multiplying, then the way to get rid of the 8 is by dividing to both sides. We divide by both sides, we cancel out the 8's, leaving us just our variable P by itself, and 64 divided by 8 gives us 8. So our solution is P equals 8. On number 2, we have find the product of negative 18 and 4. Product means multiplication, so that means that we're going to multiply these two numbers. So we must set it up first. We have 18 times 4. Then we go 4 times 8 gives us 32. We carry our 3 and bring down our 2. 4 times 1 gives us 4, plus 3 gives us 7. We are multiplying a negative 18 and a positive 4. We're multiplying different signs, so that means that our final answer must be negative 72. Number 3, we have 90 miles on 5 gallons of gas. How many miles per gallon? Our keyword there is per. That means that we are doing unit rate. That means that we have to divide. If we look at our questions, we have miles, then gallons. So we're going to set it up 90 divided by 5. We have to show our work, so I'm going to set it up. 5 goes into 9. Let me change my color. 5 goes into 9 one time. I'm going to put up my 1, then bring down my 5, subtract 9, take away 5 gives us 4, bring down my 0. Now 5 goes into 40 8 times. So my answer is 18. A great resource for this is your planner for your multiplication chart table. Number 4 says find the circumference of a circle. In order to find circumference, we have two formulas. C equals 2 pi r and C equals pi d. R stands for radius, D stands for diameter. So remember that radius is half line. Diameter is the full line. This problem here gives us the radius. So that means that we're going to use the formula C equals 2 pi r. I'm going to set it up, bring down my C, bring down my 2. Pi is 3.14, and my radius in this circle is 3. I have to show my work, so I'm going to bring it onto a new slide. That way I have more space to work it out. I have 2 times 3.14 times 3. In multiplication, it doesn't matter which order you multiply. So I'm going to multiply the 2 and the 3 first. So 2 times 3 gives me 6 times 3.14. So now I'm going to set it up my multiplication. 3.14 times 6. 6 times 4 gives me 24. I'm going to carry my 2, bring down my 4. 6 times 1 gives me 6, plus 2 gives me 8. And 6 times 3 gives me 18. Since I have a decimal, I must count how many spaces are after my decimal. I have 1, 2. So I'm going to move my decimal 2 spaces. That means my answer is 18.84. So now I would take a picture of it and insert it to my slides.